Good morning, everyone. Welcome back on Weekly Crypto Review. It's Monday again, so we'll do as every Monday. We'll start with higher time frame. We'll see the levels, how the big picture looks, and then we'll go on lower time frame and maybe even find some setups. Good morning, Bukur. Hey, Robert. Hey, Sajid. Hey, Gadget. Hey, Manas. Hey, Diana. Hey, Lord. Hey, Mircea. Hey, Catalin. Good morning, everyone. So, let's start as usual. Let's go straight to Bitcoin on weekly time frame. Well, last night I was asking if we'll close green or red. Well, we closed green. The entire week had a bounce, $2,000, $3,000, which is not bad. It's not great either, but it's acceptable. We are in the 60 area. We had a really nice dump 2 weeks ago. We bounced a little bit. I still consider it a dead cat bounce. Yes. The plan remains the same like last Monday. If we are lucky, we'll get 69, 70k maybe. Retest this big candle and then probably lower. At the moment, I consider everything here a small range. So we bounced from 60k, we bounced to 65, maybe we'll push a bit higher. But overall, look at the close here. In beginning of the year, look at the close. One close, second, third. Look how many candle we closed here at 65. And that was like a rejection point. Okay, we don't close below this level. But in the last dump, look where we closed. We closed lower than that. So for me, the structure on higher time frame is kind of bearish. Yeah, we can bounce on lower time frame, on even on medium time frame, we can bounce 69, 70k, but probably after that, we'll dump lower. Again, after a bounce, you'll hear Moon Boys influencers saying never below 60k, we'll go to the moon. We learned that lesson. Hopefully everyone learned a lesson. We should look for levels. We should look at our TA, how the market is behaving, and forget about what Moon Boys are saying, what Sailor Moon is saying, what Lee is saying. They are not here to help us out. They are here to make us victims and take our money. Okay? So I don't want to hear, well, Sailor is saying that, or Lee is saying that. Fuck them. Let's use simple TA. Let's manage our portfolio properly and make some money in this market. There are some money to be made. The volatility is acceptable. The market is moving. We don't have any excuse not to make money. So a big candle like this needs a retest. I think 69 would be more than okay if we're lucky and we'll bounce there. When everyone will say, well, reclaim 69 going to the moon, you can hunt an EM on 4-hour chart, maybe even a daily time frame, and then probably lower. Lower below 59, maybe, or maybe we'll bounce, we don't know. Look left, people. It's that simple. Yeah? Let's look left. Now you can see here, fuck around, W's, fake out, down. W's, fuck around, fake out, dump. Can we dump even more and then try to create another W? Possible. Until October, we have all the time we need for that. Okay. Indicators on weekly time frame. I don't see anything special here. We had a bullish divergence on MACD. Okay. We are in a potential divergence on RSI if you consider this low and this one, but it's just potential at the moment. We kind of have something here on OBV, but it's potential and is weak. So we don't have clear signs. Well, look at the indicators. price is fighting 60K and we have multiple divergence on OBV, RSI, MACD calling higher. No, we are not in that scenario yet. We'll probably get at the end of the year, maybe next year we'll get in that scenario. For the moment, people, let's just respect this. Yeah, you can see high, low, lower high, lower low, lower high, slightly lower low. Yeah, we can bounce. Of course we can bounce. It's a bouncing area. It's 60K. It's pretty important, but that doesn't mean the bottom is in. Everyone is saying bottom. Everyone. I saw some people saying, well, we are at 60K and this is it, and everyone is waiting lower and will go to the moon. Well, maybe. I'm dollar cost averaging below 69. So as long as price stay below 69, I'm slowly buying Bitcoin. Why? Because I think it's possible to go lower. So slowly dollar cost average keeps me in the game. I get more Bitcoin, but I let a big chunk for lower. If the market goes lower, I'll take advantage. If you buy Bitcoin here because you consider this is the bottom, and then you see Bitcoin at 40K in a couple of months, and you don't have more money to buy it, well, from 60 to 40K, well, it's a big difference in price. Or it's a big difference in how much Bitcoin you can buy if the price will go there. So the best way I learned to get the bottom in something is to dollar cost average properly. A potential one, Deep. A potential one. This is potential. By the way, people, we will start Capo 1 in September. We finished the Capo 1 from beginning of the year. We'll start a new Capo 1 in September. This week I'll take care of the registration, the rules, the price and everything, and I'll post on Discord. Yeah? So we start another program. About Capo 2, I need to discuss with Stefan, and I'll keep you informed if we'll do a Capo 2 also. Okay? For the moment, registration is not open, but I'll take care of it to prepare the channel and put the rules and everything there. And then when I'll open, I'll tell you that is open and you can register. You'll see the conditions, the offer and everything. Okay? So there you'll learn the proper way to see the indicator. This is a potential one. This is not a confirmed divergence. Takes a lot of time and effort to accept above this level. Anyway, some people expect big moves. After a big drop, I'm expecting something like this, people. For some time. If you are able to trade something like this, you'll make money. If you are a beginner or you don't know to trade a small range, guess what? You lose a lot of money. I saw beginners destroying entire portfolios in a small range like this. They are not destroying their portfolio in big moves, in a trend, no, but in a small range, because they are anticipating breakouts, they will lose their money. Okay, so now we can go on Ethereum to see what we have, no? Do we have anything on Ethereum? Pathetic bounce here. It's all we have on weekly. Pathetic bounce. Tell Lee that he's full of shit. He told his investors that he's expecting Ethereum at 1,500 and lower, but he told the public that we'll go to the moon. Well, look at the moon, people. That's the moon, from 5,000 to 1,500. In this fucking time, he said to the moon, to the moon, to the moon, buy and hold, diamond hands. Look at it. Yeah, from 4,000, for 5,000 to 1,500. It's a big fucking difference. Imagine people listen to that guy here at 4,000. I think we'll go anywhere without touching this level. No. Bitcoin will make the bottom and Ethereum will make the bottom in the same time? No. Ethereum will make the bottom after Bitcoin will have weekly Ws. And you'll have a confirmation that that's probably the bottom on Bitcoin. And after that, you'll see it on Ethereum, most likely. So we have time to get Ethereum. Don't fool yourself. We'll go from here to the moon. No, we can bounce. Indeed, we can bounce. 2000, it's a resistance level now. Maybe if we're lucky, we'll get to 2400 here. But I don't see a bottom. Show me weekly Ws, people. Show me fucking weekly Ws. We broke the low, so we need new weekly Ws, and I don't see that. And you can see initial EM. You can see the trend line. Give me a weekly W the other side of the trend line. So, second part of the year. Indicators, similar. Potential divergence, maybe on RSI. Nothing on OBV. You can see we have a lower low, so even worse than Bitcoin. People, don't believe the moon boys. Don't believe the influencer that have all the interest to keep you buying at the wrong level. You are not here to be their, I don't know, their followers. You are here to make money. That's why you are staying in crypto. That's why you are even trying to trade the markets. If you believe them, you are the public. You have to understand that. You are the victim. I know I sound like a broken record telling you over and over again, but I still see people, even in Crypto Traders Arena, reposting tweets from influencers and tell me, well, look at what that guy said. Yeah, that guy has a hidden interest. He wants you to on a opposite side of his trade. Anyway, look at the price action and you'll understand. Yeah, Ethereum, it's in a big fucking range from 2021. Look at it. Can you see it? It's a range, people. It's equal highs and equal lows. We are trying to get at the bottom of the range and maybe we'll do something. Maybe, just maybe. Okay, Bitcoin, Ethereum, CME charts. You can see the same. AB equals CD is pointing lower to below 50k. Let's see if it will be the case. Ethereum on CME similar. Yeah, 1500 is support for the moment. Hopefully will not get a resistance pretty soon, but we don't know. ES on weekly time frame. Look at the gap we have. Yeah, look at the gap we have here. But let me show you something else, people. How many people we have here? 65. Okay. Let's look at the calendar. What week is this one? Can you see it? What do we say on Crypto Traders Arena about a pump before the FOMC? Bucur, what do we say about the pump before the FOMC? Wednesday, we have FOMC. We have Fed interest rate decision. This week is ugly to trade. This week is dangerous to trade. Yeah. So, market pumping before the news usually means we'll retrace 100% or even more after the news. So, keep in mind, this is a dangerous week to trade. We have FOMC. We'll probably do a live stream then, just to enjoy some popcorn and see how the market is behaving. I want to see who's saying and how he's saying good morning or good afternoon, and how the market is reacting this time. No? Should be an interesting live stream Wednesday. The new chairman and yeah. So be extra careful this week. I'm not saying that to scare you. I'm telling that to protect your capital. Okay, so yes, ES is pumping, trying to get the all-time high. I don't know if we'll get in an environment, a new day, a new all-time high until Wednesday. That means today we'll create a new all-time high. Tomorrow we'll do another one. But usually pumps before the FOMC, they retrace back down. Let's see what will happen. Sounds interesting. I'm curious to see what will happen. But for the moment, seeing this gap will be retested. It's a weekly gap, it's big, will be retested sooner or later. If we're looking at the weekly chart, this looks strong. We'll create an EM. It's still possible for the moment. Keep in mind we have the FOMC. My thinking is head and shoulder. So we can create something like this, people. This is the shoulder. This will be the head somewhere in here. We don't know. Okay? That to be the head in the news. And then a retest of the shoulder. Yeah? Of the head. And that will be a head and shoulder pattern. And then we can dump 1-to-1 in the long reload zone. I could see this scenario playing out. Not exactly like this, but something similar. It's still possible to create directly an EM here, but look at it. Until Wednesday, I think we can pump. Trump said something bullish in the weekend. Coincidence, we have interest rate this week. No, nothing connected. Don't even think about Trump manipulating the markets. No, he just said that the war is over, final agreement. 3 days before the interest rate decision. No, but it's not connected. Don't think about Trump trying to manipulate the market. He will never do something like this. Okay. So yeah, I could see an ugly top here. If we'll keep pushing higher, well, use Holy Grail, people, on 5-minute chart, and you'll be able to do something. Okay, that's ES on weekly. Gold on weekly. People, gold has, look at it. This is a EM. You can see up, down, up, down. This is another down. High, low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low. If you put the house level from the initial EM, look where the first house level is. The second one is a lot lower. But you get the idea. If you are thinking bottoms on gold, here and lower. Long reload zone. Yeah, we can bounce. We can fuck around. Maybe if something will change and risk off will have a bounce again, okay, we can even bounce and maybe test 5,000. Below 5,000, gold is bearish, people. We have structure, we have everything. We had bearish divergence here. Look at RSI. Look at the MACD. Look at the OBV. We have EMs on OBV. Look at how nice it's looking. Like a top. So, okay, on lower time frame, on daily time frame, we can bounce back. We can do things. But on weekly time frame, thinking years, we'll probably go lower. And in a couple of years, maybe we'll see below 3,000. Oil on weekly. We have an EM now. We are trying to create an EM here. A big one on weekly. Slow and steady, we are getting in this area. If you remember, I said about, well, I want oil here if I want to try along. We'll see what will happen. We are creating gaps and dumping lower. You can see one gap, the second gap. The war is over until we'll start again. You know how they goes. How they'll try to manipulate the market. Okay, so we talked about Bitcoin, we talked about Ethereum, we talked about ES, gold, oil. Total market cap on weekly, nothing we can say. We are testing 2 trillion. Ethereum versus Bitcoin, you can see it has no friend here on weekly. Let's keep pushing lower. Nothing we can do about it. Until we'll see weekly Ws, nothing. Dominance is still fighting 60%. We like it or we don't like it, doesn't matter. Market doesn't have to make do as we want, as we like. Yeah, support and resistance, we have 60% here and we are fucking around here. If I zoom out, yeah, I still think we should go at some point in time in this area below 50%. That will be an altcoin bounce, mini altcoin season. For the moment, not the case. For the moment, we are just fucking around here, 60%. On lower time frame, okay, we had an EM here on daily, some altcoins bounced, but zooming out, nothing happened. We are exactly in the same place. Looking at some shitcoins on lower time frame, or I think better is to go on Bitcoin on daily and Ethereum on daily, and then I'll talk about some shitcoins. Okay. Now, on daily, we have that beautiful smile. Everyone was laughing at some point in time. And look at it. That produced a nice result, people. Nice fucking result. That produced a really nice dump. You had all the warnings, all the posts, all the trades possible. I even mentioned you that I'm not worried about missing the next long. I'm worried about missing the next short. Well, I didn't miss the short. I made nice money with the dump. Even if I was out from the market, I wasn't trading. I had the trades running and I made money. Now, if you are looking at daily, people, what do we have here? Slightly above the long reload zone. Okay. But 60K, it's a support and resistance anyway. What do we have here? No bullish divergence. OBV is pathetic here. RSI is just confirming the price action. MACD, it's ugly, just ugly. But what do we have here? If I'll put something like this, maybe you'll see it better. We have a daily W, people. Even if this daily W, it's a fake out. I think it's possible until the FOMC. Yeah? Do you see the M or not? Down, neckline, right shoulder, confirmation here, yeah, at the neckline. I think it's possible to do something like this. And then to dump lower. Okay? Now if I move the drawings, you'll see the M. You can see the M, the W. This is the W there. So yeah, it's possible for us to go here, retest 69, 70K today, tomorrow. And then in the FOMC or after the FOMC, we can dump. On the CME chart, we can push even higher. Look at it. We have a gap here. We have another gap here. We have another gap here, all the way up here. So a lot of gaps. I'm assuming that, being conservative, I'm assuming that the market will stop here because now this is a resistance. But in time, we'll fill these gaps, people. So the first one is here, second one here, the third one here. The move is complete. We have a W. I don't like how the indicators are behaving. I don't see anything on OBV. Look at OBV is pathetic here. But the double is there. It's a fake out. It's okay now to go and chase and long here on Bitcoin. No. The move is done. Your entry was at 63, and even then you don't have. It didn't had a really good setup. You had a ugly setup. But let's acknowledge the W. Let's not use our bias and say, well, no, it's not a W. It's a clear fucking W. Now, retesting of this level and then dumping maybe will provide us with a short in this area. Okay? So maybe we'll get something. What the fuck I should put there? Something like that. Okay? So if the market is strong enough and will bounce there and we'll get an EM there, that will be a nice short. Okay, that's Bitcoin. Ethereum. Same W trying to form. Slightly above 1,500, but same W trying to form. Let's see the indicators. Pathetic. OBV. Ugh. MACD. Ugly. RSI. Confirming the price action. From the oversold, confirming the price action, but no bullish divergence. So everything is screaming trap. Everything is screaming, well, maybe this W will produce 1R, maybe 1.5, but nothing more. On the other hand, if we want to bounce, we have room to bounce? Yes. We have gaps all over the place. This is a gap. This is a gap. This is a gap. This is a gap. So we have gaps all the way up in the 2200. And if we put a fib from this top to this bottom, and you can see that gap is in confluence with the original EM, short reload zone and everything. So if we're lucky and we'll do something like this, people, I'm not saying it will happen, but if will happen, and we'll bounce here, that's the area where you want to short again. Not here at the bottom. Last week you saw a lot of people, well, let's short. And I said, well, it's too late. No. We'll go even lower. You can see we are making W's. It's a dangerous week, FOMC. But if before the FOMC or in the FOMC, we'll bounce all the way up here. You saw bullish news, the war is over, everything is looking nice. Trump is trying to manipulate the markets and push them higher. Okay, let's assume that they will manage to push it here. Guess what will happen? Guess what will happen when the market will reach this area, if we'll reach this area. But there are a lot of things that need to happen to get there. Yeah, we need to have enough power here, enough juice for this W to bounce all the way up here. Maybe tomorrow and Wednesday to pump one more time, and then go on lower time frame and find an EM here, and that will be a nice short. Here to long on Ethereum, I'm not saying it's not possible. It's doable. You can take this W, say, well, okay, good news, everything looks nice, let's take this W. Entry here, stop loss there. I'll live with the results. I'll make the trade risk free at 1 hour. We have enough room if we are thinking Ethereum will be strong enough. We have more than 2 hours until the short reload zone. Let's do something like this. Long. Entry should be here at the neckline. Well, close enough to the market price. Stop loss slightly one tick below the low. You can see. Yeah. Touching 61.8, we have 2.2 R. Not bad. Thinking closing of the gap, we have 2.5 R. So acceptable. But in the same time, do you want to take a trade where you don't have any bullish divergence, where the OBV is telling you stop fucking around, is creating new lows, yeah, where MACD is looking so ugly? If you zoom out, you are still under the influences of some bearish divergence. That's only for you to answer. It's possible, yes. Is the best setup? No. In my humble opinion, the best one is to pump here and then to look for short ideas here. If we're lucky enough, and if the market will pump there, I'll gladly hunt a short. Okay? And I'm not talking about, well, daily. No, you can go on 4 hour time frame and look for EMs here. Let's see the indicators on 4 hour chart. Still pathetic. ugly as fuck. So it is what it is. People, I'm not telling you what to do. I'm just showing you what I see on the market. I'm not your financial advisor. I'm not here to tell you to buy, to sell, or do anything. I'm just telling you what I see and what I intend to do with my own money. And that's it. Even in Capo 1, yeah, I'll teach you how I trade. But I'm not your financial advisor. I'll show you my process. I'll show you how I see the market, how I frame the setups, what risk management I'm applying. So I'll teach you what I know, but I'm not telling you to buy, to sell, or to risk money on the market. It's not my job. There are a lot of moon boys. If you want to get financial advice, go and see them. They'll gladly tell you what to do with your own money. They'll tell you, do this, do that. And when shit hit the fans, you'll just see them disappear. I'm not here to do that. I'm here to, on the long run, I'm here to educate some people if I can, to help the community if I can. Not here to give you financial advices. Okay, so that's Ethereum. Kind of similar with Bitcoin. The difference, Bitcoin is above the neckline of the W. It's too late to take it. Ethereum is not too late to take it, but is looking uglier. So it's kind of funny situation. Some smart traders, guess what they'll say? What smart traders will say in a FOMC week? Who can tell me? Bukur, you are long enough in this community. What smart traders will do in a FOMC week? Okay, now let's take a look at ES on daily. Yeah, take a break. Exactly, Sparrow. Take a break. Don't trade. Stay the fuck out. Call it whatever you want. It's the same. Yeah. Why? The TA is not working properly. Yeah, fundamentals. Everyone is trying to manipulate the market. Trump is manipulating the market. The Fed is manipulating the market. Someone is putting in money. Someone is... for us, it's better to, well, just sit on the sidelines and enjoy the show. Yeah, look at ES. Look at the gap. It's probable to push to the new all-time highs, yes. I was hoping for a head and shoulder kind of thinking and down, yes. Look what happened. They opened with a big gap and they are pushing the highs. This is the news hitting the market that the war is over. Call it whatever you want. I'll call it Trump manipulating the market. Yeah. Can we go to new highs? Yes. Can we create this to be the shoulder and can we create the head this week? Yes. It's bullish. It's strong, but it's not bullish. I cannot hunt long ideas here. Sorry. Okay. Even if we'll create the new highs here, you can see bearish divergence on RSI, bearish divergence all over on MACD, even some potential bearish divergence on OBV. So, warning signs everywhere, people. Okay. Gold, nothing we can talk about. Oil, gaps down. The war is over, the oil should be cheap, getting here, and then the war will start over again. I'm not saying that will happen. Possible. Something like this, people. I'm still sticking with this scenario, if it will happen. And you can see, slowly going down. Okay, now we can go on ZEC. ZEC had the bearish news. ZEC dumped like crazy. Then ZEC is pumping back in the short reload zone. What do you think I'll hunt in this short reload zone, people? Don't get me wrong. I don't have anything against ZEC. But what do you think I'll hunt? Here, in this area, in this short reload zone. I could even put the bigger one. Okay? Look at it. What do you think I'll hunt in this area? As I said, when the market was here, so, well, we should long. Well, long if you want. I don't know how strong the bounce will be, but for me, it's waiting for the bounce to be over. When it will be over? Probably around here. Let's see what will happen at $500 or above it. And if I'll see any M here, yes. We made money with ZEC from time to time. I'm not Even Stefan posted a short from the top here, and you made nice money if you are on VIP. Okay, so Zach is getting back in the short reload zone. Be extra careful with Zach. Now, Bit, you remember this shit? You remember what I said in the live streams about this one? We had a guy that he said, well, I'll short here and double top on SFU. And I said, stay the fuck out. Don't trade 5-minute chart. Shitcoins with low liquidity could do ugly things. And look at it. Highest levels from the original bottom. This one, this one, this one. We are getting back to this one, even here. Look how high we pumped from 4.5 to $11. And then we dump back down. Guess who the fuck shorted $10? I'm out already. But I shorted $10 here. On lower time frame, on my own, I didn't post anything, but I shorted $10. I'm out already. I don't want to fuck around. Let's put 1 hour. You see what people old enough in crypto traders are in a know that this was the SFU you want to take. This one. Clear dump. SFU here. That was the trade. Okay. I got the fuck out here. See you next boss. Now, if he wants to dump to zero, it's not my problem. Made my money. I'm not here to micromanage this one. The opportunity was in this. I said, pump, then dump, clear dump, and then at the retest. SFU of this level was the perfect one. Exit soon as possible with the money because it's still dangerous and it's done. You can see we bounced back in the short reload zone. We created bearish structure and everything. Look, this looks like a top, people, no? Here, no. Anyway, going back on daily, people learn from this. Shitcoins are not behaving nicely when they move. Is this a pump and dump? Of course it is. This one will probably dump all the way down to $1 and lower, and will take a long period of fucking time to move again. Look at it. Pump, then dump, then long consolidation. When this one will go back to the lows, don't think we'll move back up. No, we'll actually consolidate. Create new lows, create weekly, monthly Ws, and so on. If you still want to trade shitcoins, don't go and fuck around on 5-minute chart. Stick with higher time frame. Learn the SFU move on shitcoins if you want to short. I'll say it again, it's fucking dangerous to short shitcoins when they are in a pump and dump environment. It's dangerous. They all SFU multiple times and violent. But if you are sharp enough, it's possible to make some money. Okay. And about the new shiny thing, let's put 1 hour. New shiny thing, you remember this one? From Friday. This is the best. We started here and we pumped it there and everyone made millions and millions and trillions. People, this is not ending good for the people that bought here or anywhere. This is something you should never touch. If you are an insider and you have the opportunity to buy lower or to enter before the public, you will sell here and you'll make a lot of money. Otherwise, it's not for you. Where they started? Here? What is this price? 149. Okay, half of that price. Half of that fucking price. Half of that price is kind of here, $80. That's a good area to think about buying, not here. I'm not saying that will happen next week or today or at the opening. But that's something you want to think of. Below this price is acceptable to think about. Sounds harsh, but that's the fucking reality. People that buy here usually get punished. Even if at some point in time the price will go above 180. Even if some point in time will go above 200. They'll have to punish the FOMO. Up to you people. I'm not touching something like this. Something like this is telling me the market are dangerous. The market will be manipulated and I have to be extra careful. It's that simple. Okay, so that's the overview. That's the higher time frame, weekly and daily time frame. Looking at the calendar, Tuesday we have some big news. Wednesday we have some big news. Today, no. But Monday, we had the news in the weekend, at the end of the weekend. I think they will continue with the news. I mean Trump and the war and everything. They all continue to manipulate the market. Be extra careful. Wednesday, take a break. Do something else. I don't know. I'll still be around, but I'll probably trade a lot less or higher time frame SFUs. FOMC day is not for us to trade. It's for us to enjoy, get some popcorn, get in a live stream in the FOMC live and discuss different things, but not to trade. Okay? Okay, now let's go on lower time frame. 4-hour chart. What do we have here? Bitcoin. Small W, bigger W, range, deviation above range. Technically, we should wait until tomorrow to have the Monday high and Monday low. Looks like we are creating the Monday high now. The structure on 4-hour time frame is bullish. Don't kid yourself. On 4-hour chart and lower, you have a low, a high, a higher low, and a higher high now. So we can start an uptrend. Yeah, we can go to 69, possible. I'll bet on that. No, because I have a FOMC week, because I have everything lining up here. No, I'll just wait. I prefer to short 69. I prefer to wait a little bit more, to wait for the Monday range again. If you want to do something to, I don't know, project a range, well, let's clone this big one. Okay, let's clone this big range and then take that range and put it here, and you have some levels. You can see kappa 1, kappa 2. You can see how simple it is. We accepted above this one. We'll probably stop here. If we accept above this one, we'll go to 69. A range above the range, equal moves. Some kappa 2 people know exactly what to do here. Yeah, it's possible to do that. In the same time, let's wait for the Monday range. Let's wait until tomorrow morning. Okay, that's Bitcoin. Ethereum, if we'll accept above the range, then you can do the same. And if I clone this range, like I did on Bitcoin, and if I'll post it, you'll see some levels, some confluence. Can you see that? Let's put it here so you'll see it better. Can you see the confluences? No? Well, too bad. So if we'll accept above this level, if Bitcoin is holding, probably Ethereum will accept and will create a new high. For the moment, Ethereum is weaker and is holding the range high, doesn't want to bounce more. Another option is to wait for Monday range on Ethereum and play that one. Someone said something about hype. I could give you my 2 cents about hype. Everything is pumping, hype should pump. We have M's here and we have W's here. I said about a big head and shoulder here, shoulder, head, shoulder, okay. But now I could see something else. I could see a shoulder, head, shoulder. If we have bullish divergence between this and this, that's a valid inverse head and shoulder. Yeah, guess what? We have it on RSI. So, overall, big head and shoulder trying to confirm. Overall, we have M top here. But we also have an inverse head and shoulder. We have some W's. I think we have a big fuckery here on hype. Not easy to trade. I suggested multiple times to just leave it alone, depending what you want to do. Yeah. Can we stop an EM out here in the short reloads? Impossible. The problem is we have equal highs. So that usually calls for an SFU. If you are a sharp trader, Sparrow, yeah, it's possible. Is the best one to trade? No. It's ugly. I said that this one is to be left alone from months ago. Yeah, about $40. I said, don't. People trying to short these yams, and I said, just leave it alone. It's the strongest on the market. Why the fuck you want to short it? And then you had surprises like this. Well, okay, I made a trade here and I made nice money. But overall, I'm trying not to. I'm trying to stay the fuck out. If I'll come back up here and I'll see a general setup, maybe. If I'll see an SFU, probably. But we have mixed signals. We have big head and shoulders, big W's, big inverse head and shoulders. Why the fuck I should bother? Solana, pathetic, trying to hold. Nothing I can do. Yes, we talked about. Or we didn't talk about on lower time frame. No. We have an alarm here waiting for an SFU. Equal highs waiting there. It's possible to play an SFU setup? Yes. If full form on 5-minute chart, you can play that. Especially if it's after the stock market opening. Okay? We have another session. We have the London session before that. Maybe it'll happen in London. I don't know. It's possible to play a SFU short? Yes. If the setup will form, go ahead. Is better to wait for the Monday range? Probably. This gap needs a fill. It's in the middle of everything. Overall, it's ugly to trade? Yes. Similar here. Kind of same patterns. And gold. You remember the gold? I said along last week. Well, now you have more than... You managed to get in the short reload zone, you hit 2R. If you took that long on gold. The problem on gold was that we didn't have a 2R until the Monday low. And you had to close the fucking trade over the weekend. If you kept the trade over the weekend, okay. Now you hit the take profit. And you'll say thank you. I still consider gold weak. But, well, we had a bounce. We had everything. We had reasons to think long. W's in RSI on the oversold. OBV wasn't participating too much. Anyway, that's the lower time frame, short list. Let's take a look at the messages. Someone asked me about Aave. Aave took 2024 low. Good for Aave. That took the low. There you go. Well, we took the low, but we have new lows to take. Don't kid yourself, crypto. Huh? Huh? You see this? This is a support area indeed, but give me W's. Do you see any W's? You saw how the original move on Aave started? After what? After a big consolidation and multiple W's on weekly, even monthly. Look at it. So we moved originally up, then we dumped like crazy, and then we consolidated for 2 years, and then we pumped. Do you see any consolidation here? Do you see any W's? Of course, it's possible to have this kind of move from 69 to 100 and maybe a bit higher and then back down, but that's a range at the bottom. So don't call it bullish again until you see it bullish again. Will take time, a lot of time. Send where? Send lower, maybe. My opinion about Aave is that will consolidate a long period of time. Okay. Tao, top of the channel, potential reversal on Tao. Well, why the fuck you are keep trying to trade Tao? Tao. Let's look at Tao. We have Tao somewhere in here. Let's put daily first. Why you want to trade this one? I showed you a short here. If you took that one, okay. I saw it, I was anticipating it, but I didn't took the trade. Now, we dumped in the long reload zone, we had a W. Stefan posted the trade. Look at it. We touched the shark level, support level. Stefan posted for, I think, even for public or for his subscribers, not only for VIP. I don't know exactly, I didn't took the trade. I was mostly out. But you get the idea. We pumped, we dumped, we retested, and I told you that's the area where you want to short. Look at the short. Hopefully you made money. Then we made the W here. Stefan anticipating and took this trade at shark or somewhere in here with a different kind of setup. But a good level, it's a good level. Yeah. We bounced back in the short reload zone now. If you want to take the last move, it's something like this. Why the fuck I want to trade this one here? Okay, if we'll bounce a bit higher and we'll yam out, maybe it's good enough to trade. Maybe. Let's go on 4-hour chart, 4-hour time frame. Taking these highs and yamming out, touching 300 and yamming out. Who the fuck knows? Probably touching 300 and yamming out again. I have a setup here? No, I don't. On 4-hour chart you can see. Could be an AB equals CD, could pump even higher. Probably we are starting on lower time frame to create bearish divergence in the short reload zone. Look at the RSI. You can see it? Yeah? Confirm bearish divergence already. OBV, nothing clear. So RSI is telling pay attention, maybe this one is not strong enough. Equal highs here, some liquidity points here. If you see any, possible. I want to trade this one until Wednesday? No. Most likely not. So that's about Tao, what I see on Tao. Don't ask me to tell you if you want to long or to short. I'll tell you what I see. I'm not a financial advisor. Okay? Okay, I'm not going on the entire list of shitcoins here in this weekly crypto review. I don't have the time. Tomorrow, Stefan will do the day trading with Stefan. And there, probably, Stefan will take a lot of requests. Crypto 10, I'm not using USDT dominance. Let's take a look at Ondo. Why not? Let me read again about Ondo. How about Ondo? Well, how about Ondo on what time frame and what? Ondo. Probably you have a bag from higher, or you have a bag and you want to know what to do. Nothing. Ondo had some W's here, pumped. Now we have some M's on weekly. OBV, acceptable. RSI at 50. I need to clean everything up here because the drawings are not matching anything. First, let's put a house level from this top. Actually, from this top. This is the top. This is the top of the top. There you go. This is negative. Bad. You can see, first house level, we stopped and we are fucking around. We took the liquidity after the October 10. That was the bottom. We bounced. Probably what will happen on weekly will be something like this. Yeah. Don't expect this one to go to the moon. Ondo, it's an old shitcoin. I don't know why I don't have history here. Let's find Ondo on Coinbase. Probably. Yeah, there you go. I have enough history here to talk about Ondo. Yeah, you can see. As a few of these lows, maybe I'll be tempted as a little old lady guy to buy a little bit and sell half on a double. Just a dead cat bounce and will probably consolidate like I said. Yeah? Look at the top. Look at the market. Do you see the why I'm saying to stay the fuck out and wait? There are some money to be made here in a small range from 20 cents to 40 cents. Buy us below 20 and sell at 40 and get a lot of risk-free position. Yes. On daily. Fucking around. Maybe an AB equals CD? Possible, but no. We have EMs confirmed already, so no. 4-hour chart. No. No, thank you. So sticking with weekly on higher time frame, weekly crypto review, it's about higher time frame. We'll create a bottom here, but in the next couple of months, years probably. And you have to go and do the fundamentals about this shitcoin. They still have an active community. Is the community nice or toxic? How many small unlocks they still have? Yeah, look at the price and look at the market cap. If the price is looking like this and the market cap is looking to the all-time high, you understand that someone is taking advantage. There are a lot of things to think about. If they are still working or not, the team is still active, or they are just shit posting, or they are not posting at all. There are a lot of fundamentals or pumpamentals. You cannot talk about fundamentals on shitcoins like Ondo. Let's say pumpamentals. I think it's a better term. And see if they are still working, if they are still doing, or they pulled off a slow rug. Yeah, they have a company and then they pay the salaries of everyone from the public, and they are keep doing that, paying the salaries, paying the vacations, paying the pools, paying the girls, paying everything with public money. Until the money are over, and then someone from their team will think about another shitcoin and they'll start another company and they'll do it all over again. How many times you saw that in crypto? I see it all over the place from 2018 and even now. Yeah? Slow rugs. They create something, a good idea, public is buying it, everything is nice and clean, they are posting, they are active. Their intention is never to deliver, their intention is to legally take your money. At the end, the project didn't succeed, but they paid their salaries, big bonuses, big vacation, big everything. Yeah? And they live a nice life with your money. Is this the case? I don't know. I didn't study the fundamentals. I didn't look and see how it's going. Probably. I don't know. 99% of shitcoins are doing this. Okay. Anything else? Anything else I could answer? Anything else I could help you with? People, we'll be here the entire bear market. We'll be here in the next bull market. We'll be here at the proper moment to buy Bitcoin. Yeah, we'll be here. We don't go anywhere. Yeah, we are waiting for our signal to dollar cost average again. We are still training people to become traders. We are not going anywhere, people. If you want to join Capo 1, the next one in September, be my guest. It's a good environment to participate. You don't learn to trade in a top of the market. Yeah, last time when we had this environment, we trained a lot of people. One example is Stefan. Stefan was trained in this environment, in this red box. Everyone will become like Stefan? No, because not everyone will put the time and effort like Stefan, of course. But if you put the time and effort and you really want to learn and you journal and you learn the process and you do everything, you have a chance. It's totally up to you. I'll be here, trade, make money from trading, trying to buy the bottom if will be possible, and I'll probably manage to get it. like last time. I don't know how many of you remember what we did here when this indicator signal dollar cost average. We dollar cost average all the way up until here, and then we said stop, it's over. And then we sold at 50k, and then we sold at 80k, and then we sold at 100k. We'll do the same? Yes. Premium. If I go on X and I put this one, premium subscription, look at it. 10 subscription left. So there's still room. If you want to get in premium, there you go. It's fucking cheap. Less than $1 a day. And you'll get access on premium live streams and other things and our setups and other trades from other traders and so on. If you want to join Capo One, wait for us to announce the rules and to announce when we'll start and what are the conditions. And join. 20 places in total. It's that simple. Okay, people. So, let's keep going. We are not moon boys to join trading here and leave trading here. No, we are real traders and we'll be around the entire month, the entire cycle. Because the opportunities to become wealthy, I'm not saying other things, just to become wealthier is here. And we are getting closer to that area. First on Bitcoin, then on shitcoins. Is that time now? No. Will come? Yes. First on Bitcoin, then Ethereum, then other shitcoins. Next year we'll see some bottoms. And everyone will be depressed and everyone will call crypto a scam and everyone will say, well, fuck crypto. And we'll slowly, quietly buy our shit and sell half on a double and do usual. Scalp on lower time frame to pay the bills. If something is left, if we make more money than to pay the bills, we can use that money to buy the bottom. At least it's what I will do next couple of years. Anything else on the chat? Let's check it again. No. People, if you want to leave a like, let's see how many likes we have. Come on. 16? Oh, 35. Yeah. That's a bit better, but it's still weak. Come on. There are a lot of people in this community. Where are you people? Reposting, liking, commenting. You can see Bukur is commenting, Adela is commenting, Jesse, front wheel. Same people every time. I know each and every one because they are doing, the same people are doing the same things here. They are consistent, which I love. And thank you, people. But the public, more than 1,000 people on Discord, more than 7,000 on Twitter. Where are you people? How many of you are real and how many of you are just curious or moon boys? It's only up to you. Okay. I'll end with Bitcoin on lower time frame. Yeah. Clone this range above the range. Let's wait for the Monday range if you want to trade on lower time frame. Let's wait for Wednesday to see what will happen because that could produce unpredictable things. Slow and steady, people. If I'll see a setup, I'll post. I'll post on general, I'll post on Twitter, I'll post on VIP, premium. Stefan will do the same. But again, warning, it's a FOMC week. It's not easy to trade. Okay, that being said, let's call it a live stream. See you tomorrow morning if you are from public. See you tomorrow morning in the daily crypto plan. Remember that Stefan is doing the day trading with Stefan tomorrow. So another live stream where you can ask all the questions. Maybe some of you prefer Stefan approach, not mine. Yeah. That's why we are multiple people, me, Stefan, gladiators, everyone has a slightly different approach. Okay. Protect your capital. See you next time. Bye.